What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So, Insidious Chapter 2 is directed by James Wan, and this is James Wan's second horror film of the year. The first one he did this year was The Conjuring, which I really enjoyed. So, you know, this film, Insidious Chapter 2, had a lot of hype. So, did it lead up to its expectations? So, as I said, Insidious Chapter 2 is directed by James Wan, and, you know, he did The Conjuring before this. Now, I really did enjoy The Conjuring. I think I gave that like 4 out of 5, maybe 4.5 or something like that. I really enjoyed The Conjuring. This film, it kind of has like the same kind of premise almost, you know, there's something that's haunting the people, and, you know, you got to get other people to help. You know, it's basically the same kind of thing, but it's definitely different. But, you know, there's one thing that you can realize about this film. You could definitely tell that James Wan is directing this film. He has a certain style. I don't know if anybody else sees it, but I can definitely see, you know, some of the angles that he uses. I can definitely see, you know, if I didn't know this was directed by James Wan and I was just going in and they said, who directed this movie, if you had to take a guess, I would say James Wan. You know, because, you know, just some of the angles and the noises and the sounds. I mean, everything looks great. The production design, the whole thing looks creepy. You know, and I really like that about horror film. Now, usually, the sequels, all the horror film sequels are garbage. Worse than the first, actually. Now, this one, I mean, if we could all remember what happened back in, like, February and March. Back in March, you know, with The Last Exorcism Part 2. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to mention that. So, you know what? Insidious Chapter 2, it actually, it wasn't a bad movie. You know, this was a good horror film. I like to sit in a theater and really not know what's going on. To tell you the truth, I thought that the trailers, you know, spoiled the hell out of this movie. They really didn't. You know, I did not expect the storyline. I mean, it just takes some twists. You know, and I like that about a film because, you know, if it's just like plain, you know, you got to do this, you got to do that, it's not gonna work in my opinion. But this, it really worked well. And, you know, Patrick Wilson is in this film, and he was in the first Insidious, which, to tell you the truth, I've never seen the Insidious movie. Never saw the first one, so I went into this just expecting a good horror film. But, you know, I did get that. So Patrick Wilson is in this movie. He really has a great, you know, I like him in these kind of films because he does a good job. You know, I mean, the way that he just acts, and his character in this film especially, I mean, you'll see when you go and watch it in the theater, if you watch it in the theater, but I mean, this character, he has some really cool scenes in this film, and he could really act and be creepy. You know, and Rose Byrne, I think that's the chick's name. She's really good in the role. You know, she's kind of believable. She's not entirely bad. You know, all the children, the grandmother or whatever they are. You know, all the actors in this film. That's what I'm trying to get at. Are good. They do the job that they're supposed to do very well. You know, James Wan, good director. Everything in this film, it's pretty good. It gets goofy at times. You know, it gets silly, and you're kind of just like, oh my God, you know, I mean, to tell you the truth, I thought it was dragging along, but at the same time, it was like just dragging on. I was entertained, you know, so it was kind of strange, you know. I mean, it was just, some scenes were strange, some scenes were good, you know. It's kind of flip-flop, but I did like the film in the end, which I mean, I'm giving Insidious Chapter 2 3.5 out of 5 stars. You know, I liked it. You know, I like James Wan as a horror film director. You know, I'm really excited to see what he has to do with Fast and Furious 7. I think he's directing that, so we'll see what happens there. So, guys, did you see Insidious Chapter 2? If you did, comment and tell me your thoughts. Did you see the first one? If you did, please don't spoil anything in the comment section for me, please, because I'd like to see it, but, you know, I have a pretty good idea what happened, because this film, I think it kind of picks off right with the last one left off, as I heard from many people. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching this review. Comment, you know, subscribe, so then you'll catch all my other reviews, Blu-ray unboxings, you know, game unboxings, little Disney Infinity characters. I'll unbox those or whatever you want me to do. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching once again. Over and out.
There's someone standing in front of you. He's talking to you.
What's he saying?
He's got your baby. 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 He's got your baby.
He's got your baby.